African leaders and other stakeholders are meeting in Kenya for the first Africa Climate Summit.
Adverse effects characterized by prolonged droughts, dried rivers, and dilapidation of natural resources, such as the de-icing of the Great Mount Kenya here in the East African country, are the reasons why the world leaders are coming together in the first climate summit in Africa that is being hosted by Kenya. During this summit, the world leaders and other delegates hope to discuss ways to curb the effects of the climate change that has now been termed as a world crisis.
The summit, organized by African Union and the Kenyan government, is being held from Monday until Wednesday. It aims to raise funds to help countries cope with the impacts of climate change and reduce their vulnerability to future risks.
Africa Climate Summit is extremely important for Africa and the world because Africa is a renewable energy and natural capital superpower, but it has not engaged the world and the climate crisis in a climate positive green growth agenda. And it is now time for Africa to take a new position, a progressive and a positive position to engage the world in contributing towards climate resilience and to contribute towards the reduction of CO2 gases.
The United Nations has estimated that the loss and damage costs in Africa due to climate change are to be between 290 billion and 440 billion US dollars, depending on the degree of warming experienced at a period. Former UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, who attended the three-day summit, called for increased funding.
Climate issue cannot be handled by only one country or one organization, including the United Nations. All should put their hands on the deck together. I am urging that climate support for adaptation activities, the current level of support should be increased by tenfold, 10 times. Otherwise, we will never be able to address climate crisis in Africa. That's the main purpose the African leaders are gathering today.